this guy? What's he want? Where's he come from? After every soldier I have with him and he kicks their ass. Outmanned. Outgunned. And he walks away clean. With my money. Now what are y'all gonna do about that?
Turn us loose, Tuna.
Let us do what we do.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rip und the Silverback, because we're both a couple of Yahtzees. So I'm the Silverback. He's the Rip, of course. We're on my channel this week, so it's all over the place. I could do that, and then it becomes Rip, and then the Silverback. See, but I'm not, because I'm egotistical.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And boy, holy cow, dude. What is going on in the Western gaming world right now? It is
it's nuts. It's nuts, man. I had been messaging you this morning as some of this stuff, some of these things were breaking, and I was like, what the hell's going on, man? I'm still catching up, actually trying to read between the lines, and I know we'll talk about this today on the show, but bro, it's crazy out there, huh?
It's bananas. I was literally making a video about Ubisoft and how Ubisoft are burning to the ground. It's going over the stock price, going over the games that are failing, the things that they're canceling. I was going through all of these, and I had literally just recorded, see you in the next video, bye for now. And then I turn to this monitor, and there's a message. I hit it, it's from you, and it's like, Assassin's Creed Shadows, postponed. So I was like, not postponed, delayed.
Yeah.
Get it correct. Delayed. So I was just like, so I literally just clicked on the thing, recorded the end segment as I've just been doing this. And it came as no shock whatsoever. We can talk. We'll certainly talk about that. We can talk about that in relation to Ghost of Yotei, which is going to be the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. That's also coming out 2025. When? Don't know. But even that in itself is causing plenty of discussion.
Lots of discussion happening.
I think plenty of legit discussion. I'd also like to make a video about Ghost of Yotei. I said a little piece about it. We'll go through that. And my piece was certainly done from the perspective of, let's hear some dialogue. And people aren't disappointed, and it's been really interesting to read some people's opinions, because I can't say that I disagree with pretty much anybody on this one.
Right.
So we'll go into that, and then I think we should start by discussing our favorite. I don't know how you put this, consultancy firm.
Yeah.
Sweet Baby Stink. One of their employees who I've got jokes. I'll leave them for later. I got jokes. One of their employees has done this little segment where one of their features about the gaming industry is burning it to the ground.
Literally, like
that is a quote.
Yes.
That is a quote. Burning the games industry to the ground.
Yeah.
They're saying the quiet part out loud and proud, which is good because they're all in gay. So it makes sense. Here's
there you go.
Hi, fuck off. You know?
It works for me.
Stunning and brave. So
yeah,
let's
that.
get this.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
take a look at that. We gotta take a look at that because I got a lot for sure to say about it. But wow,
Yeah, this is part plays John F. Trent, good guy, John F. Trent. Sweet Babying employee admits goal is burning the gaming industry to the ground, which is why I decided to call my video today Ubisoft is burning, because Ubisoft is a company that deals with Sweet Baby Inc. and they are more than happy to burn their company to the ground. And when we talk about Ubisoft, we'll kind of go into why as well. But this is the lovely gentleman, lady. I don't know because they
gentle
go by
lady.
non-binary, which is, another word for made up. Bollocks. So this lovely gentleman, lady, gentleman, a Sweet Baby Inc. employee named Cameron Wild.
Yeah, Cameron Wild.
Who claims to be non-binary. They can claim to be what they want. They can claim to be a sausage. You don't make them one. Admitted that his goal is burning the games industry to the ground. In a presentation titled How to Get Away with Murder, Subverting Genre Expectations.
Really edgy.
Just keep saying
and not even edgy. That's not the proper term. More or less, their their inability. I hate using the term "read the room," but I think it applies here perfectly. That's the way you title something like that. I get it. Titles. I work in fucking publishing. I totally understand what the purpose of them.
YouTuber.
Yes, exactly. So totally understand where you're getting with that, but they have to be aware that Sweet Baby Inc. and it's the folks attached to it aren't being seen right now in the games industry or in a positive light. They can't be that unaware.
No, they know. They don't care. Because ultimately their end goal isn't the customer. Their end goal isn't the person who buys the games. Their end goal is the development companies. That's their end goal.
They're going to get their money regardless, or consultation or whatever contribution they get happens regardless. So if the customers say fuck off with the project, whatever, and I hate to even guess the amount of money maybe they got paid to consult, they got theirs.
All right, let's go there immediately. We can get back to this article. Let's go there immediately because, as you will probably know, Black Myth Wukong, which is a great game. I'm playing it. I'm fucking loving it.
Playing it on stream, yeah. Chat's
gonna get mad with me because I have been playing it off stream and just
some games are that good. Well, it's like, I just sit up here and wait to fucking stream it. I'm gonna fucking play the bitch offline.
But I've just gone places, dude. I've done like
I did that with Stellar Blade. So yeah.
Yeah, I've done like 10 more hours offline, and I'm just like, fuck. Am I gonna have to start again to get to the point where I am in the stream? Anyway, really good game. They turned down $7 million from Sweet Baby Inc. to ESG up their game. That's a lot of money, dude.
It is.
That's a lot of money on a single game. Where did Sweet Baby Stink get $7 million from to do that? Their work must be paying exceptionally well, and they are paying the company.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
Not vice versa. They're saying we will pay you $7 million US to ESG your game.
That's pretty crazy.
Dude, that is they're running this is just an opinion. This sounds like an extortion racket.
Yeah, I'm sure be ashamed if someone
because as soon as they turned down that money, went, no thanks. What did we see? We saw your IGNs, we saw your screen wanks. And all of that, suddenly writing hit pieces about the company.
Yeah.
IGN are doing an open poll for Game of the Year. Wukong is on there. There is a lot of weird shit going on with that voting because it soared into the lead by a country mile. And then at 5 o'clock in the morning,
hey man,
tons of votes.
4 to 5, man. Come on.
It went like this, dude. It went like that, right? And then it went like that, and then it went like that.
4 to 5, man. Totally legitimate election. Totally legitimate.
So all these hit pieces come out on a game that doesn't accept the ESG money. Now, I've seen a couple of people say it in the chat, but look, we know. Where's this money coming from? Well, it's coming from BlackRock and other places. Of course, we know that. Of course, we know this ain't coming from Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. are going to be the facilitator of this. But that's a heck of a racket. They turn it down. What do they do? They sell 10 million copies in 3 days because it's a good game. That's all the gamer cares about.
Yep. So
they failed miserably. Sweet Baby Stink failed miserably. But it's interesting that, you know, where does this money come from? Where does this ideology come from? Well, this ideology comes from Sweet Baby Inc. and this idiot, people like him right here. People like him, her, Itbit, I don't know, Fitbit. At the game developers of Color Expo.
I wasn't invited to that, by the way. Just to let you know.
But you ain't black.
So does the president tell me.
Yeah, you ain't black.
Sure. Did not get the invite.
Dude, I told you, when he was saying that, he wasn't fucking lying.
No,
he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. He was telling you exactly how you would be perceived from here on in.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to have developer. Do you know what? What do you think would happen if I created the white developers game conference?
Oh man. You would get one hell of a backlash. Probably beyond what happened with Starfield.
That was fun times.
Yeah.
That was fun times.
That was.
Wild introduces himself, good boy, Joe, saying he's a narrative designer and sensitivity reader with a company called Sweet Baby. Sensitivity reader. Dude, you can't even tell what fucking gender you are.
Fake job. It's not real.
Fake job. Narrative designer. Well, we know what the narrative is.
Oh, well, yeah. We know what that's for sure. We know what the narrative is, and it just so happens to apply to every single thing that you work on. It's not unique to that individual project by any means. But
no.
Yeah, sensitivity reading, these are just self-important kind of fake jobs. They just, hey, let us read it, pretend like we're doing something, and we'll shield you from maybe being called. That's the act. I mean, funny you mentioned the extortive sort of aspect of it. I think that's really where the extortion lies in the sensitivity reading, right? Because the premise is you let us look at this, right? And we'll make sure that it's not offensive to all of these fucking groups, right? Which it operates under this presumption that that's even a thing, by the way. And of course, they present that as, well, if you don't get your shit sensitivity read, it's likely that, well, you have done something or said something, be it in the narrative or how a character is depicted, that is offensive to pick your group, the whammons, the blacks, the Asians, the whoever the fucks. And that's their job, to ensure that you don't do that. But again, it's all fake. None of that's real. It's not a real actual problem. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, sensitivity reading, it'd be one thing is, you got people that are just generally screening and testing games, right?
Mm-hmm.
For various bugs, for, just general overall concept, to get feedback to the developers. Really, that's the only thing that's necessary. You don't fucking need, if you're creating anything entertainment-wise, for someone to come in and sit up here and tell you that your shit isn't racist or some retarded shit like that, or it's not offensive to non-binary black people. It's the fact that, And I know we're going to go on with this. We're going to talk about Ubisoft and all these other companies who have unfortunately employed these crack smokers.
Fucking buckle yourself in for today's episode, folks. This is going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, it is.
No, yeah. Essentially, a sensitivity reader works off the assumption that they're right.
Off tops. They are the arbiter of truth.
Yes. I am the arbiter of truth. I am the all-knowing. I am the final word on what is acceptable, what is unacceptable, what is racist, what is bigoted, Sweetheart, you call yourself non-binary. I wouldn't trust you to make me a cup of fucking tea, darling. I say darling and sweetheart because I don't know if there are bimbers, him, her bit, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't take anyone that plays these fucking games seriously for a start because you're not a fucking grown adult, right?
Right.
You're not a grown adult and saying, I'm actually non-binary, okay? You know, hello. Hey, Nerdrotic Raid.
Yeah, shout out for the nooner for the raid. Appreciate y'all.
Love you, Gary. Speaking to Gary earlier. We had a fun time. So he's working off the assumption that he's the arbiter of truth. No, I'm willing to fucking bear everything that I own in the world. You don't know shit about shit.
Nothing about a goddamn thing.
Yeah? Okay? So why the fuck would I entrust myself to this fucking nose? Look at him. Look at this fucking nose. Why is it always the fucking nose ring?
Every time.
Every time.
Bull, bro. Yep. Every time.
Did he get out the pen? What happened? What happened there? So yeah, if you're saying you're a sensitivity reader, you're saying I am the be all and end all. I am the alpha. I am the omega. No, shut up. No. If you don't believe in the stuff that you've written, don't fucking write it.
Yeah,
give it to somebody who does, because only you can do your own true vision. Now, nothing wrong with getting research points.
Absolutely.
You know, that stuff's fine. Okay, I'm looking to try and do this, you know, and I need to do my research on this. What have we got? Okay, let me go and find stuff for you. Does this work? If I was to do this, does this work? Would this work in this setting? But no, stuff like that's great. But a sensitivity reader? What are you? What was it? Sorry, darling. Did I upset your feeling? Did I upset you?
They're there to give you a hard fucking time.
Yeah, the fact is, a sensitivity reader, to justify their job, has to come up with tweaks and changes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, their job's fucking redundant. If I'm a sensitivity reader, everything they get is just like, yes, fine. It's fine. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, it's just like, we don't need you, do you? Because everything was doing fine. So we just trust ourselves now. So a sensitive reader has got to purposely find fault.
Yeah.
And that's where you get people like Kim Belair going in front of game conferences and saying, hey, do you know what? Stop giving your audiences what they want. You need to make games that reflect me. Why reflect her? Because when you come to her company, they all have the same fucking mindset and they can all just churn the same things over and over again. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
If you go there, you're going to have your shit torn apart. I got this protagonist, that protagonist. Well, that should become female and that should become black. And you're not allowed to have that male guy. Is the blah, blah, blah. And you get fucking disasters that were Alan Wake 2. Absolute fucking disaster of a game. Morley couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish it. It was, and we didn't, not for dramatic effect. It was awful. And Mauler's just finished Star Wars Outlaws.
He got through that, but couldn't get through Alan Wake.
Neither of us could.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Saga Anderson, already established as a fucking white, blonde, blue-eyed Scandinavian woman. What happens? You got a sweet babying, and they say, "Why you should make her black." And now Saga Anderson is a black Scandinavian
because of reasons.
How has now just race changing her affected anything?
It was sensitivity.
Yeah. Because it's more like
being white is sensitive. It makes it so it's sensitive because of reasons I don't know.
That's why we get Black Anne Boleyn. That's why we get Black Cleopatra. That's why we get all this kind of revisionist history. in terms of, it's well, what's wrong with making historical characters, race changed, black, whatever it is? Well, because they're historical characters,
right?
that weren't that way.
Boy, it's funny, man. I used to do those videos back in 2018 and all of that, and I talk about how 2017, hell, maybe even talking about how they would come for historical figures, and when I would gripe about race swaps and all that, and people were like, "Oh, well, it's just a fictional character," and then the goalpost switched as soon as they started to do it to actual historical characters that actually existed, and now it's like, well, what was the problem? Which goes to show these asshats were never that. It was always stupid. Let's just call it for what it was. It was always fucking retarded. They just started off doing that. They got away with it, and because people tolerated it, they figured they could move on to actual people that existed. And now they're, revising history quite literally.
Yellow Flash, I don't like to call you out, dude. I'm gonna have to call you out. You've written the name incorrectly. It's Gabraham Lincoln.
Gabraham Lincoln.
It's Gabraham. You can have that for free on a video, by the way. It's Gabraham Lincoln. Come on now. But this is what we get. But what he put it. This is what we get. Now it's just like, okay, if we can't, we're race changing too many. How do we insert the ideology elsewhere? Oh, Abraham Lincoln's gay. Probably having sex with slaves.
Yeah.
That's why we've got to free them. Let my people go. It
was always this way. They'll gaslight you into saying that was always the case.
And he was murdered by John Wilkes Booth because he was a homosexual. Yeah. All this kind of nonsense.
Real progressive.
Yeah. Wild, who according to Moby Games worked on Tales of Kenzera, Zhao. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, failure. Alan Woke 2, failure. The Crew Motorfest.
Like, why are you consulting with on a game like fucking The Crew? Why would you even be consulting to fucking people about some racial bullshit or sexuality or anything? What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
They might identify as
cars. Are the cars gay?
Yeah. Why do you think it's got an exhaust, Eric?
The old banana in the tailpipe actually meant
yeah. Those pansexuals got to stick it somewhere.
Fucking hell, bro. Unbelievable.
I've never face fucked a hood before? Jeez. Prude. God of War Ragnarok then declared the stories we tell each other are way more than entertainment. Here's the kicker. They are how we create debate. You don't want debate. You want capitulation. Sure. There's no debate here. You call yourself a fucking non-binary, for Christ's sake. There's no debate here. How we create debate and preserve our collective values.
Sounds pretty communist to me.
Just a little bit. Collective values and beliefs. We can and should make better, more expansive, more representational content.
All right, so the intention here is very clear. Essentially what she's explicitly stating that they're using games as a vehicle for their ideology. That's a short version of those couple of sentences there. That's essentially all that it is.
The platform.
It's a platform for, again, their own let's call it authoritarian leftism, because it's essentially all that it is. Everything that embodies that, everything that it's all encompassing of all of it. So it's sometimes gender, sometimes more or less just straight political, whatever that may be, falls under that umbrella. Now, I had been told over the years that when I'd been doing these videos, that I was just fucking seeing things, right? There weren't these people that were going around trying to use nerd culture or things that are of cultural significance as a way to just beat their audience or beat potential customers or the populace over the head with these sorts of ideas. I was told that I was fucking out of my mind and I'm just fucking seeing things and I'm just always bitching about what's quote unquote woke and all this other bullshit. Yeah, I'm just seeing things. That's textbook gaslight. That's what I know that term gets used willy-nilly, but that's what it means.
That is the absolute technical example.
That's what
example of it.
You're essentially acting as if I'm fucking crazy, right? Despite us, that's a quote. You said it. We're reading it word for word. We're not making this shit up.
Yeah, these are quotation mark quotes from the video.
Yeah.
That this thing made. Yeah, representational content. Oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Then in a slide titled Cool, so why am I here? One of the bullet points states, burning the games industry to the ground. Cool. So why am I here? We want cooler stories.
I'm pretty sure we have different versions.
Yeah.
Ideas of what cool means. I'm almost positive.
I'm willing to bet that we don't align when it comes to what you think is cool and what I think is cool. Number 2, a safer world.
Again, I think what they think is safe or what I think is safe is probably.
Are they talking it in general?
You know, I'm willing to bet whatever the fuck this is thinks safe has to do with me accepting and embracing every facet of their fucking degenerate lifestyle.
Yes. I should be allowed to go around fucking the exhaust pipe of a car, and you should tell me that I am wonderful and brave and stunning for doing so. Yeah, not so much. Not so much.
That's safe to them.
Yeah. I should be safely allowed to be a complete and utter degenerate.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means to them.
And finally, burning the games industry to the ground. It's right there.
It's in a slide. They haven't put it in a slide for you right there. Cameron Wild.
In the next slide title, so why am I here? One of the bullet points to prove one of the bullet points states to prove that space where whiteness doesn't have to live is where some of the best stories are told.
These people are fucking boring, man. It's essentially,
I did a rant about that.
Yeah. But no, seriously, it's operating under a completely fabricated notion. It's an argument that nobody has ever presented, but they have to present themselves as a hero, right? They have to present themselves as guys that have the solutions and all the answers, because as we were talking about early, their jobs become pretty null and void if they can't find a problem. Politicians are really good at doing this, not to get overtly political, but they're fantastic, especially leftist politicians are fantastic at this. What incentive do they have to fix a fucking problem when they can just say that the problem exists, right? That's it. So
exactly.
they'll often just make the shit up. So even if it's not there, but hey, there's this discrepancy or there's a lack of representation in this human affair, even though it's completely okay, it's voluntarily arrived. There's no aggression, no harm, no any of that. It's a problem, and therefore I must come to save the day. So that's essentially what you're dealing with right here. And that I've never met anybody that suggested that every story, that the best quote unquote stories were centered around whiteness. I don't know anybody that's ever fucking just explicitly just claimed that always had to be the fucking case. But if you present that as if it is, well, you get to present yourself as also having of the solutions, right?
Change that picture to me and change white to black. What happens to the narrative then?
That completely switches. That's for sure.
Does it suddenly? Because I mean, this is just racism. This isn't anti-racism.
Textbook,
It's just racism.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to try and pull people down to elevate yourself. That shows that you have nothing to be elevated. It just means everything's got to be dragged down. Bucket of crabs mentality. What is preventing you from creating brand new characters, brand new black characters, brand new gay characters?
I don't know. Somebody on the stream already actually did that. Made lots of money doing it too. So I don't know. It's almost like it can be done.
I can't remember when I did that, but cheers, Eric. I appreciate the compliment. But that's just it. That's why they hate you. That's why you are hated.
Yeah.
By you got jealousy on one side and you got hatred on the other side, because you 100% proved everybody wrong with this mentality because you didn't come at it from an intersectional perspective. You didn't like, oh, I'm black, I'm a victim.
Right.
I'm low. I must. Oh, no. You came at it from. I want to create my own universe. I want to make it consistent. I want to have it continuity. There's going to be no multiverses. All this bollocks is going to have an underlying thread. Yes, there might be dimensions, but there's not going to be this. I want to create these characters. I'm going to bring my character in that I want to do. Isem's the character I want to do first. So let's bring Isem in. But we've got these characters. We've got Yaira. We've got the Alpha Core. We've got all these other characters in development. So you had a very specific idea. None of the books have been political. None of them have pushed an ideology. You can like them. You can dislike. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
But people have bought them in absolute droves. It's as simple as that. Isem 3.7 million. Isem 1. Isem 2, 2.6 million. These aren't fucking chicken feed numbers. These are insane fucking numbers. Alpha Core 1.3. Yaira 1.6. Those are the ones that had a campaign behind it. Yeah. And the ones that don't even have a campaign behind it. Yeah.
Fucking Horseman's knocking on about to hit 600,000.
600,000.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So it's just like this is insane what it's doing. And there is a huge eclectic group of characters that have different skill sets, magic, non-magic, hero, villain, that. So you've just essentially proved every fucking progressive wrong about this mentality that's on the screen right here. This victim intersectional, oh my God, we could tell stories where whiteness doesn't have to live. Well, whiteness lives in Floorspark.
Yeah.
It lives in the universe, but it doesn't mean that everybody's white. Doesn't mean that everybody's. It means that there's different people because there's all different people in every walk of life. I go outside, I go to my local fucking supermarket. I see a lot of white people because hell, that's the UK. Congratulations, welcome to the UK.
Right.
But I'll see Pakistanis, I'll see Indians. I might see the odd Asian or two, and I'll see some black people because most of our metropolitan areas, when you go into those, have a more eclectic group of people that way. But doesn't stop the UK from being 85% white. That's just fucking UK. Doesn't stop Scandinavia from being vastly white, but etc. You even had CD Projekt Red do their inclusion and diversity talk
with nothing but. I mean, it was nothing. Crackers. It was nothing but white people in that fucking video.
Wall-to-wall crackers. I'm just like, where's the fucking cheese? All these crackers. Where's the fucking cheese?
Oh, that was awesome.
But that was the gaslighting element to push your DEI. We believe in DEI. We believe in this. We believe in that. See the project red. We do this. Fucking crackers everywhere. That's all it was. It's just like this is such performative theater.
Absolutely, that's what it is for sure. They're going through the motions.
And the character that's brought in the most money from the Rippaverse by a long shot is Isem. It just so happens to be a black character. Didn't have to decrease any other characters in the interim. You didn't create a universe based on this and nothing else. And having, obviously spoken to you behind the scenes about stuff within the company and your kind of ideal and plan. One thing, and I don't think you're going to have any problem with me saying this. One thing that is consistently said is every time that you're dealing with a book or a campaign, you always say, if this beats Isem, it'd be amazing.
Yep.
If this beats it, because you're looking at it from a business perspective, if I'm creating these characters and people are gravitating towards these characters, regardless of who they are, I fucking won.
Yeah.
I've won because I'm getting all these different characters that people are interested in. My brand can grow. We can create all these stories. It allows us to play with new characters that we're developing. It's not. But you're the exception to that. You're the exception to their ideological rule. They believe you should have a victim mentality. You should come at it from a victim mentality. The man's put you down. The white man has put you down, and you're just trying to get. But no, you've gone no. I'm my own boss. I'm my own fucking leader here. I've got my own stuff. This is how I've done it. Bang.
Yeah. And there's nobody's stopping these idiots from doing it. I mean, other than their lack of, I guess, sort of creativity and drive. But I mean, I think this is where it comes with. Obviously, use the term submersive in there. We're working on stuff for sure. Big Shark. We're working on some stuff. But No, it goes to show just how ideologically obsessed that they actually are, and how much they want that influence to kind of it is a plague. So I'm gonna call it exactly what it is, to plague the world, because that will require a lot more work. As to create your own characters, even if, especially if you're doing it independently, not attached to a major company. You got to create your own characters. You got to figure out how that is going to be funded, and then you have to actually convince the audience that this is something that they should get in on. That shit is not easy, and it is going to require a lot of work. You got to hit the right beats for sure. So they don't often do that, right? And when they do it, it's often dead on arrival. We talked about Mags and some of those obscure projects that Mags had done, right? That nobody gives a fuck about. But Mags gets on a DC project or a Marvel or whoever the fuck. Well, that's more important. Like, hey, I was going to do this. You made a big deal about, or they them shim made a big deal about the Connor thing and what the plans that they had with Connor, because that's ultimately what it's about. It's about exactly that. It's about taking things that already exist, that have some sort of level of influence, that people will at least give the time of day, right? So you go to the major properties, or you go to the major brands and the major companies and studios, in this case, in the gaming companies, and then you pimp them essentially to have them. I just did a segment on this that it got uploaded today on my channel, talking about DIE and how they're essentially pimping the entertainment industries, because that's ultimately what it's about. It's not about being creative. It's not about entrepreneurship, for sure. It's not about any of that. It's about ideology, and how at the shortest amount of time, how can they sort of impose their will, or rather become at least somewhat influential to the largest group of people. That's what it's about, because they care about that more than entertaining an audience. They don't give a fuck about any of that. And in terms of entertainment, this isn't about entertainment to them. That's secondary. This is just something that people happens to be into, that just happens to be entertainment, that is so influential. We need to get a hold of that, because that's our vehicle. And that's how these Sweet Baby Incs have treated entertainment. That's all these consulting groups, these fake ass DIE. And yeah, it's right there. The stories we tell each other are way more than entertainment. That's explicitly, it's like you're doing it for the wrong reason. Yeah. Well, for you think it's different, but you get what I'm saying. Like, we dive into entertainment to be entertained, right? It's implied in the name almost of what this industry is, right? To be entertained, not to be lectured. It's not to say there can't be an underlying message of universal truths and all that, but especially in this day and age, it's not for your own degeneracy, bro. That's not why people are into this shit, and they're not going to be stand by and just, maybe they did for a short period of time, right? There was a lot of apologists, maybe 2015, 2016, 2017, but I think now a lot of people they know the jig's fucking up. Okay, and this is all a sham, and these people are solely there. You can't gaslight folks anymore, but they are solely there to ruin properties by utilizing various old school communistic sort of approaches to get people. I mean, where's that highlight where it talked about the collective? What was it? The collective. I want to read it word for word. Yeah. So they want to create debate and preserve their collective values and beliefs. They're telling you right there, bros. They can't be any more clear.
Well, there it is. Yeah. They are how we create debate. Bullshit, as we've already discussed, and preserve our collective values and beliefs. One thing, you must think like we do, otherwise, but that's just the point. You must think like we do, otherwise you are persona non grata.
Yeah.
Why can't I have the opinion? I don't espouse your beliefs. I don't buy into you. I don't believe you're non-binary. I personally believe that gender and sex are identical, and there are
science say. They told me to trust the science.
That's what biology's taught us throughout the whole of fucking mankind. Yeah. But don't worry about that. Suddenly in the last couple of years, you've decided to go by these pronouns. You decided to go by this. What if I say, do you know what, sir? Sir, you go have fun in your little playpen with whatever you want to call yourself. But I'm no. It's not like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I respect that. We'll be over here playing Zimzer Bimber, non-binary guy. We'll be there. You enjoy yourself over there. That's not how it operates. It's all right. Now you got to be fucking cut down.
Yeah.
You don't agree. You are now part of the problem.
Yes.
You are now a bigot. You're a phobe. You're a this. You're a that, and you become the enemy. So it's not. So never these when not that it's been mentioned so far, but never when the word respect is mentioned in any capacity, fucking do anything that involves that. You have not earned respect. You do not give it. Therefore, you will have no pretensions of receiving it. When you start giving respect, like, okay, if you differ with what I want to do, I'm just going to do it over there. You don't have to, then that's fine. But no. We get fucking plastered with all these types of names, and we have it in black and white here. What the idea actually is to go into your franchises, going to use it as a platform for their ideology. And if you don't come on board, then you get what we have with Assassin's Creed Shadows and all the games, blah, blah, blah. You're a racist now. Oh, they didn't buy it because of this. Concord fell. Oh, it's a bunch of this. These white guys this, white guys that. And you're just like, look online. It ain't just a bunch of white guys talking about not liking this. There's people from all different walks of life. But you're dismissing them,
right?
You're dismissing them. Oh well, they don't have the same political ideology as, therefore blah blah blah. So does that mean they're no longer brown women? They're no longer black men? What's that mean? They're no longer gay people because they have different fucking ideological reasons here. They don't espouse. So it's all about capitulation to the message. That's it.
Yes.
Comply or be destroyed.
Yes. So is that.
They're the fucking Borg. That's all they are. Resistance is futile. You will become the Borg. We are collective. Yeah. The Borg's just like the biggest fucking analogy for the shittiness of communism that could ever fucking be.
Yes. Yes.
That's why they ruined the Borg anyway when you put the Queen in front. Anyway. Wild explained, a lot of us who were really fighting for more inclusive games and storytelling don't have a choice when it comes to discomfort. Nobody's stopping you from making these games. Nobody. The thing that annoys you is the people who are making their personal choice not to buy them. That's what's getting them.
That's what this is about. That's for sure.
You're running the industry. All
Top
of
to
you,
bottom.
from fucking TV to film to government to video games, you're running the industry.
Yeah.
Right? So we've got no say. I can't tell you what I want in Assassin's Creed Shadows because I ain't going to get listened to. I have no control. I have no power. But when you're working with Ubisoft and you're acting as a consultancy firm in Ubisoft about what they want to put in their games or wherever it may be, Remedy or whoever it may be, Square Enix have now gone off the list, by the way. Whether they want to hide themselves or not, to be discussed, because I think a lot of companies are now just slying that we, just take us off so it don't look like we're dealing with you, because we're going through a rough patch right now with sales.
Yeah, you are not good for the bottom line.
Yeah. So yeah, you're the people who are controlling this. We can't control that. You're the people that put out Concord. You're the people that put out Alan Woke 2. You're the people that put out what is it? Dustborn.
Dustborn.
You're the ones that put out Star Wars Outlaws. So you've stuck all your messaging in all of these. What you're mad about is the fact they didn't sell. Because you can put as much ideology in a game as possible, but you can't force the person to make a purchase. That is why you have to phrase it like, we're really fighting for more inclusive games. No, you're making them, but you're not making them inclusive. Inclusive is a lie. Inclusive means excluding. You're not making inclusive games. You're making propaganda, or you're making ideological games.
Yes.
So you put inclusive because it's fair, it's fluffy language, which all you fucking liberal fucktards want to massage each other's dicks to, because you're all stunning and fucking brave. But guess what? Not everyone has your own opinion.
Yeah.
Not everyone has the same.
Imagine that.
Not everyone has your opinion. Not everybody lives in your small knit bubble of metropolitan fucking gayness or whatever it is, right? There are people outside in fields working fucking hard, or going to a job and working fucking hard, and they're doing all the best that they can, not earning that much money, but you know, the husband's out working, the wife's out working. They're trying to put the kids through school. They're trying to put the kids through college. They're trying to put food on the table. They're trying to keep the car running. They're trying to do all these things just to get by, just to get a life, have a nice little life with my lovely family. And this fucking dipshit with his nose ring, whatever the fuck it is, with their dipshit nose ring, getting fucking God knows how much money from these companies, millions of fucking dollars, because you can burn that on, or attempt to burn that on Wukong, to bribe them. And you're talking about, we're trying so hard to make inclusive stuff. You're a knobhead. You're a knobhead. And people might just not be on board with it. So yeah, it's not about fighting for inclusive games whatsoever. It's about trying to do what BlackRock said themselves, forcing behavioral changes.
Yeah.
That's why you're mad. Oh, and you don't have a choice when it comes to discomfort. Dude, it's uncomfortable just to look at your fucking face, right? Think about me. Think about me for a change. A lot of us who are just existing don't have a choice. Well, you're probably just existing because you live your life by ideology.
Yeah, I mean, and you let all the gay shit define you. Like, there's nothing interesting about you. You have no like legitimate like actual interests or true hobbies. It's just ideology and whatever you claim to identify as, right? You're an uninteresting people. These are some of the most, and if you actually converse these people, these are simplistic, boring fucking people, bro. Like, these are not people that are interesting by any means. This is why they highlight in their little stupid bios all this gay shit, because that's the only thing that to them, I guess, is the most interesting thing, when it should be superficial ultimately, right? Like, if we're talking about human beings, right, there should be far more interesting things. Like, I would say about myself, for example, imagine that the least interesting thing about myself is the fact that I am black. I couldn't control this, right? Like, this is like,
yes, you can.
Well, these days I can. I guess I'll have to do is identify as something else. But just like, speaking honestly, my parents happen to be a color, so I came out of fucking color, right? And it's not anything to be ashamed of by any means. It's just what happened. I didn't earn this shit, right? It's just what I am. So I like to think that I have other set of accomplishments. I have other interests. I have other things that I've worked hard to actually achieve. Those are far more interesting than what the hell color, the amount of melanin I have in my fucking on my skin. With those dipsticks, they have nothing interesting about them. They lead with ideology, they lead with gender, they lead with whatever boring bullshit, because that's all there is to them. That's it.
Here's a funny one. I just saw this going on in chat, so I thought, Jason M, it makes us so mad that Ghost of Tsushima 2, which is Ghost of Yokai, please get it right, will be a female lead. This is a tweet that I put out last night about Ghost of Yokai. Ghost of Tsushima was an excellent game, beautifully presented with wonderful characters and a strong driving narrative. Some of those stories involved people that think or act differently from ourselves, but when told in good faith, those stories can work well. Ghost of Tsushima was very well received by gamers and the country of Japan, who were so impressed with the respect shown that the Western developers were honored as ambassadors of the island themselves. High praise indeed. I expect Ghost of Yotei to be no different. Sucker Punch have set themselves a high bar in terms of quality and expectation. I trust they wholeheartedly I trust wholeheartedly they want to follow through. Gamers don't hate female protagonists nor female characters. They hate badly written characters and stories in general. They hate insincerity and forced ideologies where they shouldn't fit or belong. I, for one, am looking forward to this sequel, and I expect it to be at the very least the same quality as its incredible predecessor.
And if it's not, it's not.
If it's
and I'm
not,
sure
it's not.
You'll
They
be
only
the
have
first
themselves-
one.
Exactly.
You'll be the first one to say, "What
That's
the
not-
fuck?" If it was, I know I would, because everybody knows Ghost of Tsushima, arguably in recent years, is my favorite fucking game. I especially loved when they implemented the multiplayer aspect after launch. I had a lot of fun fucking playing that with Napa. If it does turn out to be some ideological bullshit, if the I guess the actress that they're basing this person off of is actually had a lot of influence on what this narrative is going to be about, if that's what we're getting, we'll be the first ones to do videos talking about what the fuck yet another studio has fallen to this gay shit, right?
But that guy there, that's the person who has the fucking problem.
Exactly.
Because that's the fucking
it's
person
a fake
that's coming
narrative.
Going, of course it is, because it's just like, you just don't like women. You don't know the argument. That's why you say dumb fucking shit like that.
Yeah.
It's because you are parrot told the argument, therefore it's now your opinion. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
With it with Starfield.
All the time. You don't understand because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know what he's saying. It's just like, oh, this white guy, he hates women. He hates the blacks. That's why I fucking string with Eric July.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that.
He hates the gays and that got people in my chat who fucking super chat me all the time. They're fucking gay.
Yeah.
What everybody there has in common is I, unfortunately, for that person, treat them as individuals.
Yeah.
Not a collective.
Yeah.
We've just been dismantling the guy's language about collectivism. I treat them based on who they are, not what fucking group they're bound to, that you want to stick him at. Well, Eric, he must think like all black people, or the gays. The gays, they all think the same. No, you treat people on an individual basis, right? Some of the best game characters we've had still exist today that are female. Lara Croft being the absolute prominent one there. The people who are pulling down Lara Croft is Crystal Dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
They're the people who are pulling down Lara Croft. The people who are putting down women is the Western gaming industry because they're uglifying them.
Uglifying every single.
They're making them unattractive.
And then when you do get one that is like a Stellar Blade, as an example, right? They get mad at that for existing, right? So it's been stated, I don't know how many times, like these people, I talk about it, extensively, a half of the last decade. And this is why, you don't meet them where they're at with their nonsensical non-arguments, because they have an argument that is made up in their mind and they can't possibly deviate from it. So your position, as my position, everybody that speaks on this shit position, is what they need it to be in order for their argument to work. Yes. So in this case, they want to present you as a misogynist. They want to present myself as a misogynist, or I say something about Miles Morales being, and I've probably done more fucking research. I've done more videos on this subject with the receipts than probably anybody. Right? I've done long form essays back when I've done this about, for example, Miles Morales. Right? And instead of addressing the actual merits of the argument, what do they say? Well, he has a problem with there being black characters, right? And it's like, you fucking dipshit. Like, it has nothing to do with nothing. And you brought up a great point with the start of the Rippaverse, because that essentially that's why a lot of these leftists were so angry at the beginning of it, and they still are. It's because, well, it was watching their arguments be dismantled in real time.
In real time,
right? In real time. All of that dumb shit about, well, they have to tokenize characters because nobody will support a black original character. Oh, well, I proved you fucking wrong on that. You know what I mean? We proved you wrong on the fact these characters could exist. They could be original without hyper-emphasizing ostracizing their fucking race, right? I didn't need ISOM going around telling you I'm blackity black, 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 and black, black in every fucking panel. That was unnecessary. I didn't need him telling you that in any panel. You can fucking see it. It's not the most interesting thing about him because it's not supposed to be, right? But they don't listen to that. They don't see it that way, as his arguments need to be. You saw a female and therefore mad. Even though there's mountains of fucking receipts of you playing video games with characters that are female. All of that shit has already been dismantled. They can't deviate from it, and this is why calling them fucking NPCs has always been a proper term. Because they operate upon a script that they cannot. They're not even complex NPCs. It's just your bare basic bitch NPC that can't possibly deviate from what that script has designed them to do, whether it be in their dialogue, whatever it may be. Anything outside of that, they fucking malfunction, right? So they don't even address, like you never said it, right? It's like you never played Stellar Blade. It's like you never had high praises for other female characters. It's like that never happened, as needs to despise the women. Right, and that's the argument that they're gonna make. It's fucking it's amazing, man. These motherfuckers don't listen to shit. They don't listen to anything any of us have ever said, any videos that you ever done. I mean, it was crazy, and I hate to bring up old shit, but it's the truth with Starfield, right? And what happened with that, with your rant? And I was doing the videos on this. I'm sitting here like, bro, watch the same goddamn stream that the clip came from, bro, and you will see that the context of when this was stated is not what you claimed happened. Then saying that rant, for example, that book part of that rant happened at the beginning of the game was a lie, right? Mm-hmm. And how many times I did it myself. I'm like, here's the clip. You don't got to take my word for shit. Here's the clip. Here's the duration. How long it is. Here's what place on the follow-up stream that this happened. This did not happen within the first 10 minutes of the game. Yes, it did. And I'm sitting here like, I am arguing with little fucking retards.
But then you go, I don't care.
Well, yeah. So what, basically?
I don't care when it happens.
Why are you talking so much about it then, man? All that fucking talking about what the argument is, it gets debunked, and now all of a sudden you don't give a shit. Amazing.
Context need not apply, dude. Context need not apply, and they're mostly mad anyway because I was right. That's what they're mad about, because we're seeing it in constant real time now with Dragon Age Failguard. You know, they've got fucking top surgery scars now.
Oh my fucking
top God. Surgery scars, vitiligo, all of this kind of stuff. Flat ass, no tits, not allowed on the sliders. But you can have a chick with a dick. And you know, and you can have your zipper tits, and you can have all of that, and that's where it's going. So when I'm talking about current day California shit, it was all fucking going on, man. It was all going on, and now that it's here and it's being ridiculed to fuck, and believe you me, chat, I ain't gonna fucking fire up Dragon Age Veilguard day fucking one on stream. Fucking. I'm gonna have.
There's gonna be a lot of content.
Snacks there and fucking baby lotion there. You know, we are ready to fucking go with that one. But you're right. These NPCs they malfunction because they don't have the argument. They don't understand it. They don't understand that all women aren't the same. All fucking black people aren't the same. All white guys aren't the same. It doesn't compute that you can play a female character, or you only like her because she's attractive, or you only like her because she's attractive and it's got very good gameplay and the story's engaging. That's the only reason you like it. Pretty good reason, actually. That's a pretty good reason. You don't like Saga Anderson because she's black. No, Alan Wake was garbagely written. The character of Saga was a fucking joke. The whole thing was a fucking joke. Who's talking about Alan Wake 2 now? Where those sales figures, Fred?
Starfield, for that matter.
Nobody's playing Starfield considering the size of the game.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the next gen RPG experience.
Yeah, I did a stream thing, concurrent players on Steam, and Starfield was in last place when it came to the Bethesda games. Ahead of it was Fallout 4. Ahead of it was Elder Scrolls.
That's fucking crazy.
Even Fallout 70 shit was fucking ahead of it.
That's crazy.
Everything was ahead of Starfield. Starfield was their lowest played game because it's not an interesting game.
Right.
It was never. It was never. It. And the one thing that we've discussed about Starfield over and over again, it was setting itself up for failure because all the things which make Bethesda games so much fun is the story that you create going from one point to the other. Because you when you're going from one point to the other and you come across bandit camps and you come across caves and you come across elements to explore and find adventures, or that's what makes them so much fun. So by the time you get back on track to go, oh fuck, what's the mate? Where did I want to go next? Bang. Then you've created your own adventure. You've had the autonomy to do so. A set of loading screens from one fucking planet to another does not give that experience.
Right.
And when you land on the planet and the content there is either bland, or you land on a planet and it's fucking empty. Nothing to really, oh, look, I got to run fucking 5 fucking miles in that direction so I can pick up a leaf. That's not gameplay. That's not a gameplay loop. It's not an adventure. It's not a story. There's no story along the way. So the whole thing was essentially set up for failure. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Never mind the fact that the name is so tone deaf, it's absolutely fucking unbelievable. I mean, I wish I was a different Merlin level because I would call it something completely different, but I can't because you know I'll get kind of the cancelled thing. But when you saw, did you see what the group of developers looked like?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It looked like CD Projekt Red's fucking video. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like, oh, okay, so we just got a bunch of white progressives essentially creating their idea. Now, who did they piss off with? Get this fucking idiot off my fucking screen. Who did they piss off with Assassin's Creed Shadows? Well, a lot of people.
The people from the area that they're fucking supposed to be adapting. Imagine that.
The whole country of Japan got fucked up. Why this? Oh, well. You see, Yasuke was a historical character, and Yasuke was a samurai. And yes, so this is but actually he wasn't. What do you mean? Well, history. The only historical evidence is that he was paid a stipend, that he was given a sword, not necessarily a samurai sword, and he was given a house. Now, what else do we know about Yasuke? Well, from historical documents, he was a curiosity that the lord of the area liked to parade around town as part of his consort. He liked Yasuke. He was intrigued by Yasuke, but there's no evidence to actually say whether or not he was or was not a samurai. There's nothing conclusive at all. And even the guy from the Japanese historian, who, by the way, is in BlackRock's pocket, identifies as a communist and a globalist, well done, said, even if I was being the most generous, and this guy got fucking run off social media by Japanese people. Even if I was being exceedingly generous, at very best, he was the lowest swordsman. Now, that might have been a samurai. It might not have been a samurai, but he was on the lowest rung when it came. So there is so much sort of contradictory evidence to even go there. And this book that was written, this 400-page book about apparently all these inaccuracies about Japan that was written by, I think, some white dude, you know, that really have inflamed Japanese people because it gave off a wrong opinion of history. And of course, it's revisionist fucking history bullshit. So you've pissed off the whole of fucking Japan with this. And so you think, okay, they're pandering progressive. So that, you know, they're trying to say, hey, look, we're stunning and brave. There's a black guy who's the lead. Okay, all right. So let's have him go into combat with hip hop music. A hip hop fusion
fucking gimmick, man. I fucking hate it. I've always hated it. It's like every time a black character fucking shows up at anything in any setting, bro, you need to understand that, like, hip hop in general, if you're talking about rap, that is very much a West or American, maybe if you want to go to the real cool hurt and all that shit, Jamaican fucking like genre, right? It makes no sense why a fucking Wakandan from Africa, it's always been in fucking Africa, would be he hops on the scene like what Marvel's Avengers did, and here's the big introduction for Black Panther. Rap music.
Let me just show you this clip.
Fuck, man.
Let me just show you this. This is actually, I just think this clip kind of sums it up perfectly. Agree with people, disagree with people. It's irrelevant.
I've been informed that they showed off Yasuke gameplay today in Assassin's Creed Shadows, and that when he fights, there is a hip hop soundtrack only for him.
I saw it, but I didn't really see it.
Greed cannot rule this village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand. I said, kill him.
Brought to you by.
Exactly. Welcome to the Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. I said at the beginning of today's video, Eric, that I did. I can't meme progressives better than they do themselves.
Jesus, man.
Hey, Eric. You like the hip hop, though, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because you're.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
It's for you. It's for you.
Yeah, I see myself now in Japan.
Which employee do you see yourself in?
I guess.
Which employee?
It looks like there might be somebody mixed back there in the back. Quarter black. In the back.
I'm gonna have to get some litmus paper out to test all these.
Yeah. Nah, man, it's this game has set itself up for failure, or the company has set the game up for failure. It was a shit idea. It should have never met. It should have never got to the development stage ever. Like this should have been, just considering the tone or the era that we're in, especially. There's no way this should have got there. Like no way this gets to development, and yet it did. Now I guess is what we're about to kind of go into. Ubisoft is in an interesting spot.
Ubisoft is in a horrendous spot right now. At the beginning of the year, February, they released what Yves Guillemot called a quadruple A game in early access. A quadruple A game in early access for $70. In early access for $70, which he said it needs to have the $70 price tag because it's a complete game. That's in early access.
No, makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. But the complete game that's in early access will eventually become the thing it's worth. But it's a complete game in early access. So Skull and Bones flopped massively. Now, if we were to look at how many people are playing Skull and Bone right now, I did this earlier, and I think it was about 300 and something.
Yeah,
the quadruple
A game, that is not good.
Quadruple A game that was stuck in development hell, that came out in early access and wanted $70. That, from what I can tell from the people that played it, bug-ridden, boring, didn't provide, much of a gameplay loop. 300 odd people playing, just over 300 people playing it. How many people playing Dustborn? The last time I checked, which was a couple of weeks ago, it was about 29, I think. That's so Ubisoft had that. Then they had MAM Solo with Star Wars Outlaws, which Ubisoft have said hasn't sold as expected and is just about to fall out the top 40 PlayStation games. Top 40. I'm pretty sure that Grand Theft Auto 5 is still fucking in there and has been in there for the last decade. But that only came out a month ago, and it's about to go out the top 40, which kind of says everything about sales when it comes to that game as well.
Right.
The stock price from Ubisoft from the beginning of the year to now has gone down 50%. 50. 50. Nearly 51, but let's round it up. 50% lost on stock price this year. And then Assassin's Creed Shadows has been announced, of course. They're pissed off the whole of fucking Japan. They think that black guy is just hip hop. That you like the hip hop.
All black people listen to, apparently.
Yeah, you like the hip hop. The game was coming out in November, and then we got this literally as the video was releasing that I did. Bang. Assassin's Creed Shadow. Dear players, Assassin's Creed Shadows is a dream project for us. Finally bringing the series to feudal Japan without a Japanese.
Yeah. Like that shit. Like, just imagine that sentence. Hey, we're doing something. People have looked forward to this, or this is something whether we really wanted to do. And instead of just really giving you that sort of experience, or even loosely based off of sort of Japanese lore, you pull this fucking card. Amazing, man. Fucking amazing. Greetings, fella. Yeah, how do you do?
Exactly.
How do you do, fellow Japanese?
Yeah, good. It's like with and with the hip hop, it's like, "Hi, you fellow blacks," and it's like, "Hey, fellow Japan." So it doesn't even have a Japanese male protagonist. If you had a Japanese male protagonist and a Japanese female protagonist, nobody would give a shit.
How are you doing something based on feudal Japan? That's
because
what
they
said.
They need the ideological insert. That's the thing. They have to have the ideological insert. Because they work with consultancy firms like Sweet Baby Stink. And they're a progressive Western gaming company that can't fucking help themselves, that are full of people like me that think they're being stunning and fucking brave. Hey, Eric, I'm elevating you with the Ripperverse. Aren't I stunning? Aren't I so good? I helped this guy. Aren't I so because that's what it is. That is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, man, that's fucking lousy. And unfortunately, that's what this amounted to. And do we believe this?
This is a slam dunk of a game that they somehow managed to fucking give the Women's Basketball League.
Yeah. they fucked this up colossally, man. This was a epic. And again, I think, we talked about it on last show. We talked about it on shows before. What we were talking about last week with, and there's still people mad at our takes on this, by the way, because of the clips I'm sharing about Johnny fucking a bug or animal or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
But at least he's trying something different.
Yeah. Fuck. Instead of being like, yeah, you got these idiot creators. It's before we see it, guys, it has to go through a lot of people that had eyes on it. And nobody at Ubisoft said, we're finally going to feudal Japan. We wanted to do it. Looks like the audience may be intrigued by this type of stuff. We've seen some of these games see a lot of success basing it off of this culture. Instead of us just playing it, it's not even safe as the price. It's just really playing it to be, somewhat accurate. We're going to bring in this character that there's no evidence that shows that they were a samurai, but we're going to depict them and adapt them as if they were of prominence. And that's who is going to be a main protagonist. And then you're going to have another one who's a whammon. So the people that it's feudal Japan, all of the conflicts for the most part that were happening during this era was between men that were Japanese.
No, that's I agree, right? But look, I'm not even playing devil's advocate here. I have no problem with there being a secondary choice of a female character. I have no problem with that. With if it was a Japanese male and a Japanese female, because there's plenty of games that you do that. It doesn't.
Well, what was the game that just came out?
It
was the I was just playing this. What was the last Ronin or whatever the fuck it is that's on PlayStation? Where they had the two sisters. There was a sister and a brother, I guess, essentially. And what was a female? What was a well, you could basically make whatever character. So I guess that doesn't technically count with that. But yeah, like there is no character customization here. You are forced to play as a black samurai. In feudal fucking
Stealth
Japan.
Assassins, PlayStation fucking 1.
Yeah. So yeah, I know like that's it's more or less like you went the most obscure route that you could possibly go though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, like I said, if you had a male Japanese male protagonist, Japanese female protagonist, nobody gives a shit. You've just had Ghost of Tsushima a couple of years prior. And it's just been an absolute monumental success. This is the easiest fucking thing. Right, okay, then we bring Assassin's Creed to Japan, feudal Japan. Great setting. Brilliant setting. People love that. I would have been interested in playing Assassin's Creed, but you gotta play your politics. You gotta play politic balls. And it's insanity, but it's the Western gaming industry. And they carry on to say, finally bringing the series to feudal Japan with many features developed with our community in mind. Our community? Okay. Such as parkour or the renewed stealth brought by new technology, all set in a beautiful immersive world. Okay. Sounds fine to me so far. Feudal Japan, parkour aspects, good climbing, bounce. Yeah, great. Stealth, great. Different, you can play different styles. Gotcha. This is an ambitious addition to the franchise. Well, not really. You've made 68,000 fucking Assassin's Creed game, but okay. A rich experience that can be lived through the eyes of two unique protagonists. Yeah, one of them ain't Japanese. But we realize we need more time to polish and refine the experience, pushing further some of our key features. As such, we've made the decision to postpone the release date to Valentine's Day 2025, which also just happens to be February, dude. What months do people what do they like to do in February now?
Fuck. Yeah. I didn't even think about that, man. Oh, shit, dude. I didn't even fucking
Black
think about
History Month.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, dude.
Black History Month.
That's a trip, bro. That's a trip.
This is they ain't doubling down. They are quadrupling down. They are pentathlly, quadtentally doubling down. So it's now get the woman that you love to divorce you by getting her Assassin's Creed on Valentine's Day, on Black History Month. And I can just already see not just the mainstream media, but the narrative that they're going to put around that as regards to he existed. Yasuke existed.
They're going to fuck this up even more.
Yeah.
They're going to fuck this up. They're going to, I think it's marketing during that time. They are going to fuck this up even more. And there was some interesting things being stated also when they talked about this. I know all they do is go on about, this was disappointing. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Very disappointing, very sad. But if I'm not mistaken, the chat can correct me. I'm trying to find that call, in which because the co-founder says The second quarter performance fell short of their expectations, prompted them to address swiftly and firmly with an even greater focus on player-centric gameplay first approach with an unwavering commitment to the long-term value of our brands. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there's also some statements about some like they wanted to commit to public. They wanted to commit during this call or whatever the fuck that they weren't agenda driven. And I'm like, bro, we don't believe you.
No, that's horseshit.
Like we don't believe you. We don't believe you at all. I'm trying to find. Let me get the exact quote real quick because it's really good. Hold on.
14 days ago, Ubisoft at its lowest point. This is on finance. I've got the Yahoo.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got the financials here.
All right. So that's part of it. I just sent you the.
Is it this one?
Yeah. So that talks about that, but there's another one that talks about which there was some news that it broke about. Like basically the board is launching and whatever that means, and I'm willing. I wish I could find the actual like.
Well, this one says Assassin's Creed Shadows will now be released February 14th. While the game is feature complete, the learnings from the Star Wars Outlaws release led us to provide additional time to polish the title. If you don't know, the Star Wars Outlaws game was just an absolute mess in terms of how it played, how it looked, the AI. It was more than just unpolished. It was not ready. It was not even ready to go out in the first place. This will enable the biggest entry in the franchise to fully deliver on its ambition, notably by fulfilling the promise of our dual protagonist adventure, with Nae and Yasuke bringing two very different gameplay styles. We are departing from the traditional season pass model. All players will be able to enjoy the game at the same time on February the 14th. And those who pre-ordered... Oh, this is very telling. They've stopped the stagger. So instead of giving like PlayStation a go or Microsoft the edge, they're like, no, we need to shift as many copies as possible on day one. Because if they released it on PlayStation, let's say they gave PlayStation a 2-week advantage or a 3-week advantage or something, and people saw what it was like and it was a fucking disaster, then it would massively affect the sales on when it would come out for Xbox or so that is ooh. And those who pre-order the game would be granted the first expansion for free. That sounds like a company desperate for pre-orders.
Yeah.
Now, Corey, I think Stuttering Craig. Didn't Stuttering Craig say that his insider with I don't know which game company, retailer it is, but they've got like 900 stores, said that Assassin's Creed had approximately 1,000 pre-orders across the 900 stores, which is essentially just about one
copy of store.
Yeah.
And so I found what was actually stated. If you look at the full press release, John covers it. I just put it in the private chat here. John covered it from the Park Place. This is what I was looking for.
Okie dokie.
And you'll see here. This is interesting. So what you'll see if you pull it up,
you do have to take into consideration that Yves Guillemot is a huge bell end.
Yes. And like, so what's happening here, just so the chat understand, first of all, nobody believes this. When you consider all the Ubisoft gay shit that they have been doing and all of these commitments that they had, nobody cares about that. But essentially, literally states, he says, in light of recent changes or challenges, we acknowledge the need for greater efficiency while delighting players. As a result, beyond the first important short-term actions undertaken, the executive committee, under the supervision of the board of directors, is launching a review aimed at further improving our execution, notably in, as I was mentioning earlier, this player-centric approach and accelerating our strategic path towards a higher performing model to the benefit of our stakeholders and shareholders. And this is where it gets interesting. The next one, where he says, finally, let me address some of the polarized comments. Yeah, guess you can call it that around Ubisoft. I want to reaffirm that we are an entertainment first.
No, sir.
First
no, sir.
Company.
No, sir. Sir, you're lying, sir. Sir, you're lying with your mouth, sir. Sir, your mouth is telling fibs, sir.
That's what he was saying. Saying that he wants to reaffirm this, that is they're creating games for the broadest possible audience, and our goal is not to push any specific agenda.
Sir,
I don't believe you.
Sir.
I don't believe you. Please press X to doubt. Hell, even if you're on PlayStation, I got another X too.
There's an X there. Just keep smashing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Smash that X. Eves, you are the fullest of shittest, full of shit people that could possibly be full of shit. Solo.
Look at all of the literal agenda-driven initiatives that Ubisoft has had.
Yes!
Like themselves internally they brag about this shit, especially about all the gay shit and inclusivity and all that. What do you mean? What do you mean your goal is not to push any specific agenda? I'm willing to bet. Hold on. Let me just type in Ubisoft.
He then repeated this prepared remark word for word during the company's trading update call. So he even just it was written for him. Right. In essence, it's essentially just written for him.
So I'll just put in the private chat if you want to pull this up. Does this look like an agenda to you? You let me know. Let me know.
All right. I'm gonna give you. I'll give an honest, as objective as I possibly can. Obviously, my opinions are going to be subjective, but I'll give us an objective a response to this. Is this agenda driven? Let's have a look. Yes!
Love is love. Oh my God. That's how you end up with Bugs getting fucked by Johnny. Where you approach it that way. Guys, this is directly on their website. It has even social impact. Where they talk about all of this gay shit with social causes, all the authoritarian leftism pertaining to the environment, all the typical DIE shit. It's right there on their fucking website. What do you mean? No agenda.
Dude. I don't know if it's just me, but you notice something about all the people.
I did notice something about the people that they were showing off. I did know. But seriously,
where the cheese?
But no, seriously though, they're talking about RuPaul's drag. They're talking about all kinds of gay shit here. But again, if you go to the social impact tab over there at the top, they go through some more shit, right? It's all sorts of. They talk about all this other bullshit with regards to like social agendas. If you go to because under social impact they have supporting social causes. They have the environmental bullshit, right? They have all of that shit is right there. It's right there. Diversity. This fuck, dude. Like, what do you mean no agenda, Ubisoft? What do you mean? How can you reassure? Now look at what you're looking at, chat. You saw what you're looking at, and then you go back to the other previous statement where they supposedly claim that their goal is not to push any agenda. What are you talking about?
Today is Global Accessibility Awareness Day. A day meant to get people talking, thinking, and learning about digital access and inclusion. We're excited to celebrate the occasion this year and announce that Ubisoft's diversity and inclusion team made up job. It's a made up division.
It's fake, bro. Not real.
Made up. And accessibility team 2-for-1 sale. Buy one, get one free. Sorry, waste money on one, waste money on two for a lot of money. Have merged to form the global diversity, inclusion, and accessibility team.
All of the buzz terms there,
it's
man.
the fucking Inclusion Avengers now. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, shit. But hey, Ash, they're not pushing any agenda, man.
No.
They have a commitment to gameplay first. There's no agenda.
No agenda. They're just creating the biggest global DEI ESG initiative scheme that's ever been created. I bet you even Samuel L. Jackson put this together. I bet you he did. We started focusing on planting the seeds for the future. Since I started at Ubisoft, I've had the opportunity to learn more about the work that David and his team been doing in the accessibility space. And it's a really North Star. Oh, fucking.
Well, yeah, so there you go. There you have it right there. There's plenty of gender. They go on. It's the typical, again, authoritarian leftism approaches. They talk about environmentalism. They talk about these social causes. God talk about gay shit. You are lying to my face when you say that there is no agenda. He cannot possibly make that claim with a straight face. He cannot. I mean, this fool sat up there and said that he wanted to reaffirm that they're an entertainment first company and that their goal is to not push any. Well, let's say that if that's your goal, Yves, you're doing a shit job.
But if that's his goal, then that'll be shut down.
Yeah, I expect. Okay, if that's your goal, show us. Shut your fucking global initiative and inclusion, representation, diversity, and accessibility department down. Close it down.
Wait,
shut the bitch.
That was a mouthful. Wait, what was that? That's a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
That is a lot of agenda-driven stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of agenda.
In this company that's not agenda-driven,
Not at all.
Entertainment focused.
Entertainment, gameplay focused, despite all these agendas. Look, Ubisoft, just to bring the point home, they're for sure getting what they deserve. This delay, I don't think, has a goddamn thing to do about. I think they're trying to soften the blow. What I imagine, and I could be wrong here, I'm just guessing. That's all we can do. I don't think it has anything. Hey, we're just trying to refine parkour in the game. I don't believe that. I think this is more of they think from now until then they can at least try to soften the blow.
Additionally, despite solid ratings, 76 on Metacritic and a user score across the first party and Epic Store of 3.9 out of 5, that reflect an immersive and authentic Star Wars universe.
Says who? Oh, I guess the 76.
Star Wars Outlaws initial sales proved softer than expected. Softer than expected. In response to player feedback, Ubisoft's development team are currently fully mobilized to swiftly implement a series of updates to polish and improve the player.
They can get rid of the bugs. The interest is not going to be there. It doesn't matter. I think at this point it's dead. It's dead. There's not much you can do. This is not going to be a No Man's Sky type of situation.
No. I mean, that's it. You can fix bugs. You can't fix boring.
Yeah, exactly. So they can fix all the people falling through the damn, doing takedowns and falling through the goddamn level. Like, they can fix that. It's not going to help it. It's not going to assist this by any means. I think you got to cut your losses with that.
But you're gonna have plenty of quests where you can sit down and eat.
Awesome, fantastic, great gameplay. Great. Well, speaking of other things that are DOA, you know what I mean. Before we start going into super chats,
Holy
What
shit.
happened with that? Something happened with the Acolyte as we got that got revealed that we for sure have to touch on because apparently we have undershot some numbers here, which is quite interesting.
Yes. Now, initially, the insanity, of course, was that the Acolyte's budget was $180 million. However, they have released their tax returns or whatever it is, the tax aspect of it. And it's actually more like 225 million.
Which is insane to me.
225 million. How? 230. My bad. 230 million. 230 million. That's 50 fucking million. How'd you forget about 50 million?
Yeah, I don't know. Stumbled across that. Oh shit, we spent 50 million. I forgot about
How much this cost? This cost 180 million. Are you fucking kidding? That's like 22.5 million an episode. Yeah. Actually, Dave, it's 230. I just found 50 million.
That's fucking wild, bro. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Why am I so fucking blurry? There we go. Yeah, that's crazy. That's because I mean, look, we had talked about each episode on each episode of Silverback because obviously you were covering it and we would discuss everything and we were like, bros, this doesn't feel like a $50 million an episode. This doesn't look like it, or 22 million. Now we're talking on upward of maybe closer to 30, 40, 50 million dollars. However the math adds up. An episode. Where did the money go?
Well, another thing, that is 230 million after they've had the tax break. So it was 300 odd million before 300 odd million before the tax break. This is the biggest fucking scam in the history of entertainment. And I'm not just talking about Hollywood in general here. These are just money laundering fucking schemes. Because there is no fucking way in hell that this show should have even cost anywhere close to fucking 100 million. Never mind 300 before tax breaks. So where is the money? Where did it go? How? I want a breakdown of exactly, but even if you break down exactly what Leslie Headland paid for herself, then, you know, does that incorporate whatever she took away for expenses? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Expenses. You know, her wife, who she hired, her gay friends that she hired. This was nepotism, the fucking series. This is insane. Absolutely,
that's a lot of
insane.
money, bros. That is a lot of money, man. And I know the kind of flavor of the week, or rather the topic, has been talking about entertainment and bloat that's happening across every single industry. I mean, I can't remember if we had a chance to talk about it on the show with the Concord news. $400 million.
$400 million. It wasn't $100 million at all. It was $400 million at least, because apparently that's $400 million before Sony even acquired it for $200 million. So this is like $400 to $600 fucking million.
On a project
The game that lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah, if that. I mean, they said, "Fuck it, we are not making it. It's costing us to keep these damn servers running. Let's cut our losses." That's fucking unbelievable. But that's bloat. That's textbook definition. And my dog doesn't agree with the bloat either. As they're barking at the.
I know they've just heard about the budget.
Yeah, they've heard about the budget. Yeah, Cammy and Perry are like, "What the fuck do you mean $400 million?
This is crazy."
Yeah, I agree. It is fucking nuts. But seriously, like, that's crazy. That is an insane amount of money so you got $400 million on there. You got on an upward of 2 to 3 or however much $1 million total, at least of what we know we can account for $230 million for the Acolyte. And you look at these projects, and even if you just took the ideology bullshit out, where's the money going? This Concord, it's a fucking arena hero shooter, bro. How do you pay $400 million for that? How? Like, I'm being dead ass serious. How do you possibly pay that much fucking money for that?
I can't believe I'm gonna go here, but you take white characters out the game and suddenly it's 400 million.
Suddenly the efficiency, you take the white folk out of it, and suddenly efficiency goes out of the fucking door. Good budgeting, good economics just goes completely out of the door. $400 million? Where? Where's the 400? Like, I'm being serious.
Where's
chat.
the money, Lebowski?
Yeah, where's the money,
the
Lebowski? Like, make it make sense, man. Where? Because you look at the type of game that it is, right? Where, like, it doesn't look. It's arena, like it's Overwatch shit. It's. I'm willing to bet that Marvel one that's coming out didn't cost $400 million. Whatever that one's called, I'm willing to bet that shit ain't cost no goddamn $400 million. You got a bunch of unappealing heroes. Those designs didn't cost you $400 million.
What should we do? I know. Make fat, ugly fucks. Done. Copy paste.
Ship it too, man. It's done. Ship it. No appealing characters in this hero shooter, which means you're locking. There's no character customization. You're locking characters. You're locking these people in to these goofy looking fucking characters. $400 million. Where?
This is. I'm just going to share this. This is just. I'll show the channel in a second to give them credit. So I'm showing their gameplay. But this is the gameplay.
Chat, you look at this. Tell me where the $400 million went. Being serious.
I'm just sorry. I'm quiet because I'm just like, what? This doesn't even look like exciting gameplay.
No, this better. You go play Overwatch if you wanted to play fucking a version of this that's better, I guess. And even they're fucking that up. So, because that Overwatch has got his problems as well.
That was on Jack Frag's 4.15 million subscribers. So they're doing all right. They're doing all right. It's fucking. Are you, dude?
Someone said, "Is this from '95?"
Somebody. I mean, somebody got a call, please. I've been robbed.
Blind.
My name's Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Oh, I've been robbed fucking blind because I don't know where the money's at. $400 million. Our accountants are looking at this. Nobody can make any of this shit make sense. And we got this return on a Concord on a game that was 2 weeks old that somehow cost us.
The money probably went to this guy because it's a fucking advert.
Hashtag ad.
Jack Frags took the bag. Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Ad. Hashtag ad. Maybe that's where it went. But, dude, these guys, I can't even say that they got to get it under control because you looked at, what was it, Concord. They said that the credits are over half an hour fucking long, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or was that Dustborn? One of those fucking shit games that started running each other. Well, like, the credits were long as fuck, and that's how you get that sort of bloat, right? I mean, we've talked about some. I can't remember what project we were looking at the other week, right? Where we were like, "Oh shit!" Like, look at all these names and a lot of these fake ass jobs that are in these names as we're scrolling up. Like, this person didn't do shit. This shit costs a lot of money. And someone brought up in the chat, which again, it's talking the gaslights. As Eric didn't realize development costs. Destiny cost $500 million. Concord ain't Destiny.
Yeah.
It's a hero arena shooter, motherfucker. It's not Destiny. It's not some vast fucking RPG with all these planets and particles and shit. It's Concord. The fuck?
It's 6 maps and a bunch of fat people. And as a fat person, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to see myself in these characters. So one of the comments is great. Is this game Underwatch?
pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty good. Like this. I don't know.
This is an arena shooter. This.
Yeah.
You know, we're not talking. Well, there again, The Witcher 3 cost 50 million to make. 50. The Witcher 3. Insane open world. Still one of the best open world games to date. 7, 8, 9 years old now, however old it is. That costs 50 million. Obviously, inflation. Let's go with inflation. You know, you're probably talking 70, let's say 75 million just for the shit of it.
Just for the shit, why not?
And that was huge, fast, sprawling, unbelievable, exploration elements, never mind combat and all that kind of stuff. This is a fucking arena shooter. Yeah, even the robot has pronouns. That's true. The robot does have pronouns.
That's where the money went.
That's where the money went. The money went on fucking soy zipper-tit surgeries. That's where the money went.
Oh fuck, dude! Like,
do you know the guy that is it Firewatch Studios or whatever it's called? The CEO resigned a couple of days ago. By the way, apparently he said it's okay. I've got enough money to last me a lifetime.
I bet. Maybe that was part of $400 million. You got the loot and you ran. You got the loot and got the fuck out. Like there's no. I don't know. I just. Looking at how much money these entertainment companies, it's more the mainstream, right? The mainstream is spending on these projects. There's no way they can keep this shit up. I get it. There's your Black Rocks, there's your investors. It's just not sustainable. They're losing. I mean, you're talking projects losing $500 million between Hollywood, between the gaming industry, between again, we talk film, TV, between those entities, they're losing so much money on some of these projects. That shit is not that they could keep up with it for a while. It's not sustainable. That's just not sustainable. But to really wrap things up, if nothing else, you should be as inspired as ever if you are a developer, as a gamer, because there's no way that you look at that shit, you see what people are doing with these engines and shit. There's no way that you look at these absolute failures and it doesn't light a fire up under your ass. The industry's up for taking. Destiny, someone said, the same jackass said Destiny wasn't that. Destiny 1 was more complex than Concord, jackass. Objective fact. Whatever you want to call it, how you felt about it is irrelevant. Destiny 1 is more complex in terms of its world than fucking Concord, right? There's no reason why Concord should have spent the exact amount of money of Destiny 1 or even a Destiny DLC for that matter. It has 6 maps. It's a hero arena shooter with dickhead-looking fucking heroes that are unappealing, uninteresting, that look like someone put a thumb up their ass and flick shit at the wall and then led it on various like armor types. And then you have this fucking character that doesn't cost $400 million. There's no way you cannot blame it on. We have Ghost of Tsushima, open world game. It did not cost $400 million.
I'm going to find out how much that did cost, actually.
It didn't cost $400 million?
I
bet the house on it.
Yeah, no, me too. Ghost of Tsushima cost $60 million to make.
So it has nothing to do with, this is how much games cost. No, it's called bloat. We've seen examples of more ambitious games that cost far less than $400 million. Someone brought up Elden Ring, said Elden Ring was $200 million. What, Concord is more complex than fucking Elden Ring?
Do you know how much Spider-Man 2's budget was?
Say what?
Do you know how much Spider-Man 2?
How much?
$300 million.
Okay, so Concord costs more than fucking Spider-Man because game development. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's called bloat. That's not a $40 million. There's no way you can cut it.
I'm pretty sure it's called fraud.
Well, that's the actual technical term. Swindle, if you will, is what more or less is called. But what it does come down to is that Concord is not a $400 million game, no matter what way you put it.
No,
it's not. Nowhere near that. I don't give a fuck. I get it. I'm not saying game development is cheap.
If you said it was a $4 million game, I'd be like,
okay, cool. It's a hero shooter. There's only 6 goddamn characters.
If you said 40 million, I'd be like, no.
And you say 400, and now I'm like, yeah, there's some fraud being fucking committed. There's somebody's getting away with the loot.
A lot of money in being progressive, dude. A lot of money in fucking ESG, DEI, fucking bullshit. You might not be able to force behaviors on gamers, but my God, you can fucking buy people left, right, and center. But if I got a knock on the door now, open the door. Hey, BlackRock here. How you doing, BlackRock? Here's $10 million just to say something nice about us. Dude, I'll be up on the stair making a video in 5 seconds.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
It's 10 minutes.
Look,
10 minutes.
That sounds more or less like what happened. Like there's a lot of on a serious note, there's a lot of non-development. There's a lot of money being spent on things that don't pertain to actually developing the game. Okay?
Well, let's loop it right back to the beginning of the stream almost. When you're dealing with a consultancy firm that is offering a company $7 million.
Yeah, you're dealing with some money, some funding.
ESG, a consultancy firm that is trying to get business from you is going to pay you $7 million. That's not how that business works.
Right.
So this ain't a fucking legit thing going on here. This is a forced behavior. Yeah. This is a forced thing. All roads lead to BlackRock. All roads lead to BlackRock.
It's a lot of money,
this type
bro.
of stuff. When you got $7 trillion, you got $7 trillion to flick your bean with. But how you can take these losses? You can take them because they've admitted to losing billions so far.
Well, they've admitted to losing so much money that they didn't like the term ESG anymore. They try to move away from it because basically it's toxic.
What they calling it now?
It's something else. It's not. They wanted to move away from the term because they're taking L's.
They're trying to rebrand it. They're not getting rid of it. They're just literally rebranding it.
Yeah.
ESG, DIE is being rebranded to something like can't remember. Bridge. That's it. It's been rebranded to Bridge. That's the new thing. But
that's when
you're ahead of the game and you know what's coming, then
$1 billion. Almost $500 million on a fucking video game that was an arena shooter with heroes.
2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
It sold 25,000 copies.
That sold only a quarter of it. Didn't sell anything, basically.
No.
Effectively.
I got a fucking copy. I got a copy. Because that's going to be a collector's item.
But it is limited, bro. It's very limited.
It's very limited because you love the money now.
Yeah.
Going on the fucking black market or third-party marketplace because you can't get it in fucking Amazon or any game store. They have pulled that all.
That is so much money, guys. But I mean, more power to them. Good luck to everybody that worked on Concord. Hopefully it doesn't damage. Like, do you put that on your? Well, they're high. Do you put that on your resume?
Of course, if you're a Western gaming developer, yes, of course you do. You put it on your resume and you go and play at another fuckwit company that's doing exactly the same. Now the thing is, right? You can make whatever games you want, as we've said. Again, let's loop it all the way back to the beginning. You can make your progressive games. You can do all this kind of stuff. You can make your racist games. You can make your progressive games.
Probably shouldn't spend $400 million on it, but you could do it.
Well, I was going to say, but you can't. What you can't do is force people to buy them.
Yeah. True. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, the market's gonna respond ultimately.
If you want to,
boy, did they?
Well, yeah, because look, if you want to sell a game to the masses, then pushing divisive ideology that is only really kind of dealt with by a minute group of fucking people that ain't gonna do it.
They didn't show up. That's for sure.
They never show it because they don't fucking exist.
Yeah, that's true. They're not real. The ones that do, they ain't got no money. So it's like,
Dude, they spend all their monies on
and look at the type of
antidepressants and
game.
hormone blockers.
This is the point that I brought up on one of the streams when I was talking about this fucking crazy budget. I don't know, man. When I think of these uber progressive types, I don't think of the type of games that they're going to be playing, right? With funky hair and really emphasizing their pronouns, competitive hero shooters. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like the genre, right? That, you know, those types that if they are to game, it's not that. So you pick the stupid genre to try to appeal to a very, very small number of people. And then you spent just a crazy amount of money. Yeah, this game was destined for success. It was destined. It was going to do great things.
Not my problem.
Yeah, no, it's certainly not mine because
Not
I'm just
my
fascinated from the business perspective. I just don't get it. Like I'm intrigued. I'm at least intrigued by that. Not necessarily in the game itself, but intrigued by how you can, number one, spend that much money in such a short, however long they took the development. They spent just a crazy amount of money, and then to decide to just say 2 weeks, we're done.
But you're looking at it from the perspective of a business owner who wants to make money.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with companies that are receiving ESG funding, taxpayers' money. They don't care. It's not their fucking money to lose. They don't care. It's the same with these TV shows that are being made that are getting government grants, aka taxpayers' money.
Wasn't it Dustborn that got all that fucking money from the
Dustborn did. Our wonderful show, Robin in the Hood, that received money from the Canadian taxpayer because that was done through Global, which received some. They don't care. They are told to push an ideology, or they're willing to push the ideology because it's a fucking one think tank. So that it's not their money. They don't give a shit. And then you've got the people who are shrewd in as much as complete and utterly morally bankrupt, that say, hey, yeah, I can make a lot of fucking money off this bullshit. I can make me a lot of fucking money smiling at the camera, going, inclusivity is great, showing off a bunch of crackers behind you and pretending that your company's fucking diverse. Taking in the fucking grants, taking in the money, giving yourself big fat bonuses. Oh, man. And then when it fucking falls apart, I'm just gonna move on. Just gonna move on now. With all my money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, not my problem.
Yeah, that's true. It's not mine.
Good luck, Ubisoft. Good luck. You're a shit company, and I haven't bought one of your games for about 10 years. Oh, could happen to a nicer company though. Ubisoft again. They are a bunch of dicks, and the games are so fucking bland. It's actually kind of nice to see a reckoning with a company like this, because my god, they've been overdue it for a long time now. But I think CD Projekt Red confirm recently that The Witcher 4 will definitely not be Geralt.
I don't know what they're gonna do with that next Witcher, man. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do as a company, to be honest. Like that. That I mean, we really watched that, and I know we got to go to Super Chats, but when we watched that video of them like going through all of the, that was amazing. That was an amazing watch, bro. That was an incredible watch.
It was
like a hostage video.
It was a hostage video. Yeah. To BlackRock. We will conform. We will conform. Please don't destroy our stock price. And yes, we will receive the funding.
That was crazy, bro.
Movies.
That was nuts. That was, oh my god.
Right. Let's get to these super duperies then. Brass Monkey has gifted 5 memberships to the stream. Brass Monkey, thank you, sir.
Shout out.
Lady Aaron has been a member for 14. Says, please don't make us watch Geeks and Nerds for Harris again. I can't take it anymore. Wasn't that Wonder Woman? Linda Carter?
Yeah.
Did the Geeks and Nerds for Harris.
Yeah, it was a bunch of weird.
Then I saw the Supernatural crew, all of them, the Supernatural cast. I think you should vote. Whatever. But chat, I don't care who you vote for. Just be a good person. That's all I give a shit about. Joe Music 931. But even it doesn't matter where you vote for. If you're business minded, this is the perfect opportunity. Who gives a fuck who you vote for?
Oh,
Got nothing to do with shit.
Oh yeah.
If you're business minded, strike while the iron's hot. You got a good fucking idea. You got the ability to put things in place. You go do that.
Oh.
Joe Music 931 with the $2 says Rip's Horseman hat doing cool tricks on screen. Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps thinking that it's green.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Pretty cool.
I didn't know if it was like black shiny at first, and then I realized, oh no, it's
it thinks that it's like a green screen.
It identifies as a green screen.
Yeah, I guess so.
Josh Kelsey dropping a $20. Josh, love you, buddy. Nothing said. Nothing to be said now. Stephen DeLeon with a $10 says, well, looky here. If it ain't the geriatric and the silverback, a.k.a. Hills Babyface and Ripper. As did you hear your co-host broke his hip getting crossed over by drunk 3PO? Hashtag shout out West Texas.
Oh, not what happened, but shout out West.
I heard that Eric broke his hip tripping over a big pile of cash.
Yeah, let's roll with that.
A big pile of cash. That's what I heard. Harrison in New York City with a $10 says, I remember coming in after the first Western gaming crash. If you told me that another one was coming, I'd have laughed in your face, but here we are. My God. I know it's happening in real time, and it's not just Ubisoft. It's all over the place. Couldn't happen to nicer companies. Square Enix, by the way, have got themselves into so much trouble. So have Sony. But Square Enix are fucked right now. They've asked to be. They've been removed from Sweet Baby Inc. Whether it's just hiding or they've cut ties with them. Different kettle of fish. But they're in desperate trouble and they need some big W's. And what is it? Dragon Quest 3 remake. Not making people happen with the news coming out about that. Instead of male and female, body 1, body 2. It's funny, right? For all this progressive shit, Eric, isn't it funny that the fifis go one way? Like you see, I want body type 1 or 2 instead of male and female because I don't necessarily identify as a male or a female, right? What about tough shit other people do? Yeah. Because they are. What happens to that? Because it never happens. Yep. No, we're putting male and female because there's only male and female. We don't actually espouse. It's as long as it all conforms to that side, then it's fine. But if people are just like, excuse me, I'm not a body type, I'm a man. Or I'm not a body type, I'm a woman. Oh no, then you're a bigot now?
Oh yeah.
But here we are. Ray Gonzalez with a $10 says, hey guys, it's safe to assume that you guys at the very least watched some wrestling at one point. Yes, sir. So what's your top 5 WWE themes with lyrics? No, just not with lyrics. Let's just go themes. Because that's going to be top 5. No, let's go. Favorite one. Because favorite WWE theme, though. We'll give you WWE, Ray.
Yeah, we'll give you WWE. Favorite, if not the best. Talking favorite, it's got to be
favorite. Doesn't have to.
Got to be favorite. Shawn Michaels.
Oh, sexy boy.
Boy. It's got to be that.
If you got a top 3, do you reckon you could wheel off a top 3?
All right. Well, if I would say the fucking New Age Outlaws.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting a theme here. Okay, I'm getting a theme.
Yeah, you're getting a theme there. New Age Outlaws, and maybe
DX by any chance?
Well, I wouldn't say that. DX is really good, but I would say No Chance.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Vince's. Okay.
No Chance is really fucking good.
I would go time to play the game. Triple H. That's an absolute fucking that is Lemmy. Yeah, you fucking know. I really love Shinsuke Nakamura's theme. I think that's pretty slapping as well. And I gotta go with AJ Styles. Don't want it. So I gotta go. I think I gotta go with that. I think for just quickly. Oh, CM Punk. Fucking hell. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Fucking hell. Cult of personality. Yes, please.
Personality, yeah. Even what was it before? Wasn't it fucking Kill Switch?
Yes.
Before,
yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that was
his because that wasn't it his theme when he was in Ring of Honor as well.
Yeah, that was when it was Kill. Oh man, that was a jam too. So yeah,
we go cult personality, Shinsuke Mura, and Triple H. There you go. Boom. Teddy Long, yeah, boy, it's still good. DB with a £2 says, Eric, why is there okay?
I know, right? I can't stop. Can't stop.
I saw that on Indiegogo. There's a campaign that closed 4 years ago. No book.
Well, Horseman will be delivered, believe it or not, in November. So yeah, we're not too far away from that at all.
Black Kane has been a member for 2 months. Says didn't see either of you on the Geeks and Nerds for Harris stream last night. Yes, you aren't real allies, Beardo Fat. What?
No, I'm not an ally.
You call me fat, Black Kane, but no, come on. Retarded, I'd accept. Fat, no. But retarded, yeah. No. Somehow we weren't invited to that.
Nope, didn't get the call.
I had my Transformers collection ready to go as well. I really did. I had it to go. No, he's not gay. Jeremy, the homosexual.
That's what he is.
Is though, yeah. DB with a £2 says, as bum chums in your vid takes me back to the 90s. Yeah, your Black Rock bum chums, I think I said in today's video. So yeah, some 90s slang for you there. J Lan or J Lan, Jan L didn't get any of that right at all. With a 10 Polish says, fart stinks like a mother trucker. Respect, Ripper.
Shout out.
Did you let one go?
No, I didn't. I didn't cut loose, but
okay.
Shout out either way.
Just to let you know, Jan, I did actually fart during this stream, but it didn't smell like a motherfucker. Just kind of like that. So Lopez with a $10 says Ubisoft and Disney pushing. I know I don't watch Beardo, Lady Erin. Come on now, I've got things to do in my fucking life. You know. So Lopez with a $10 says Ubisoft and Disney pushing their projects Black Samurai and Captain African American to February during Black History Month and to blame racism for their failed project. It's true. I just realized Captain African American is
like
also
I said,
in February.
Man, that would be crazy. I think they're buying time to try to, as a Hail Mary, like do something to recover. But wouldn't it be something to see them like double down like that and just go even more so in on the shit like Black Samurai? That would be crazy, bro.
You know, like we know the absolute disaster that Captain African American has been. They've made 3 fucking films. This apparently is the least worst of the 3. The one that they're going to release. But you just know they're saying, so when do we put it out? And some fucker went, why don't we put it out in February? It's Black History Month.
At least we have one shield.
Yeah. Now we've got 2 shields.
Yeah.
That shield and that shield month. Eek. Jonah J. Campbell with a $5 says, hey, Silverback, have you read my article yet?
Yeah, we just showed it.
Did we?
Yeah, we showed that it was the one about fucking Acolyte and them spending a crazy amount of money.
Oh, did we bring it up though? I don't know if we brought it up. I think we just said the budget. I don't know if we brought up the article.
Oh, we didn't bring it up? Oh, my bad. Well, I was looking at it, at least, to be honest.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Possibly. Creative WM Personal with the £5 says I found a potential Rippaverse competitor on Kickstarter. It's called Ecos and it already hit its funding goal.
Good for them.
But it's not a competitor because the only person that Eric will be competing with is himself.
Yeah, pretty much. For what we're doing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of true.
Yeah. That's the weird thing. People are just like, oh, you could, like, it's like YouTubers. It's like, no, the only YouTuber you can really compete with is yourself because you gotta make better. If you want to make better content, if you want to do this or that, there's no. You start looking at other people, then what you become? Either you become a copycat of them,
true,
or you become envious of them, which we've seen plenty of times as well.
See plenty of that
all day, every fucking day. So no, if you want to be competitive, you got to be competitive against yourself. You got to want to beat what you did last time, or you got to say, these are my goals, these are what I want to achieve. So no, no. Nice try. Yellow X with 15 MYR say Concord currently has 2 players on Steam. How? It's not even up. Who's playing it?
Somebody in the menus, I guess.
Is there a country where it hasn't been closed down yet? Can we get a VPN and start playing that thing? Well done. How much was the budget for that crap? $15.
Yeah, almost $500 million.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Guinea Pig with a fanny pack and a $5 says, I would love it if you guys were invited to a debate that they definitely really truly wanted to have.
They just sit there and berate us the entire time. Cut our mics off.
Yes. Yeah. Dilly Bod with a $10 says, love the work, guys, but I can't take you seriously after you guys praised a game made by the Chinese Communist Party.
I'm guessing they're talking about Black. I don't know who fuck made Black Myth. I'm guessing that I haven't played Black Myth, but I'm guessing that's what they're referring to as Black Myth. I could be wrong.
Right. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter who made the game if the game's good. And I don't mean you excuse the thing. I'm just saying, if you can objectively say what a good game is, then I don't understand what's not to be taken seriously. But Wukong is legitimately a good game. It looks great. It plays great. And to be quite honest with you, if I was China, I'd still tell fucking Sweet Baby Inc. to fuck off. To be quite frank. So just objectively, it's a good game. It's a good game. Am I running around with Chinese flags going, I love the Chinese Communist Party? No. Am I comrade as? Am I comrade as? Maybe. I don't know. But I think our opinions on the communists pretty...
I know my opinions on communism. It ain't no secret.
It's a good game. It's a good game. I ain't gonna sell myself out by saying it's not because of ideology.
That's what we expect from the others.
Yeah, I gotta call a spade, and it's a good game. Offer Nave with a $2 says Eric and Az, I'd like to recommend Condorman. Don't you mean Condorman? Do you mean Condorman? Not Condorman. Do you mean Condorman? Which is the guy from Some Others Don't Have. Or maybe it's Condorman. I don't know. Guy Incognito with a 10 Canadian says, if Horseman is like Batman and Batman has a rogues gallery, does Horseman have a similar coterie of villains? What would it be called? I'd call it a stable of bitches. Nice hat, Ripper. Oh.
Yeah, got the Horseman hat that you can go buy in the store right now. You should go buy it.
Yeah. A stable of villains. I quite like that though. It works.
No, it works. Yeah, it works.
Okay,
perfect.
I always say this one wrong. I always say this
Imagina.
Imagina. Okay, with a $5 says true story. Rip is black. No, he's not. I can see myself as a multimillionaire comic book company owner. Yay! Seriously though, we should be past this pigmentation shit.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, but intersectionality won't allow that because intersectionality operates off victimhood, and victimhood operates off gender and color and ethnicity and race and religion and blah 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 blah. So they're never ever gonna fucking let it go. Caffeinated Me has been a member for 10 months. Thank you. Keltrick with a $10 says, look at Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, there's a good amount of progressivism in the game, but the story and gameplay made the game top tier. Good story and gameplay always wins. That is correct. You can make chicks with dicks in Baldur's Gate, but most people really enjoyed the story, really liked the gameplay. Kind of struggled with it myself. Not the story, gameplay. The old dice rolling thing just kind of drove me wild.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of. I know people are really into that type of shit.
Yeah. There's like, if you're a Dungeons and Dragons player, you're probably gonna love that shit. I was it was driving me. How did I not win? Well, and there are other people go, yeah, but your dice roll. I don't care. Fucking don't. Go on, say it again. The name
Demogenite.
There you go. With the $2 is should have made a Yasuke a DLC if they needed it so bad. Well, I don't think there would have been anything wrong with having him as a character,
Side character that was
Yes.
there. Yeah.
I think that would have been fine. And just taking him as like a swordsman or something like that, and had him in that way. But ultimately, the only reason why they're using Yasuke is because it's a Western gaming company that wants to push their progressive ideology. And by progressive, we obviously mean regressive, because they're just pissed off a whole fucking country of people. Never mind a bunch of black people who fucking see themselves being stereotyped by a bunch of fucking white people at Ubisoft.
Yeah.
So I hope that cleared that up anyway. Dragonwise has been a member for 4 months. Thank you, Dragonwise. Darth Gavel with a $5 says they're desperate to use February as a shield. Correct. They are not going to change shit about the characters. No. But I bet you it's probably a bit of a mess like Star Wars Outlaws is.
It's gonna be rough, man.
I'm going to look forward to Mauler playing it.
Yeah.
Polysemia with a £2 says we need a Rippaverse fandom menace. No, not really.
Versus just a Rippaverse.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
How ain't nobody the hate monger with the $2 says love is something PDF files say. Look.
Or bug fuckers and animals and shit. I can't believe, bro. Did you see that one? I know it's a side note. Did you see that one? Like, it was some response to someone like that was like, they did this whole, leftist, they can't meme, so it's all wordy. And
Yeah. Words, yeah.
And it's like just a wall of text of basically about them wanting to fuck bugs. And I was like, are we dealing with like, how could I, of all people, underestimate these people's degeneracy? But people really didn't like our take on Johnny fucking bugs. Like they didn't like that we were kind of, I don't know, against him fucking an animal, which is hallucinogenia is what it is. Technically an animal that he fucked. They didn't like us saying that. They didn't like us being against that.
I'm glad. If I am as polar opposite to the person that is mad as possible, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because the day that I start cheering a grown man fucking a tentacle-ridden bug, diseased fucking face fucking a bug.
That shit's weird, bro.
End it. Just end it. So yeah, I'm sorry that you got mad that we weren't pro bug fucker. Now you can go back to eating your antidepressants, hormone blockers, and cat litter. Darth Gabble with the $2 says gay lisp. Is this the gayest Ubisoft game ever? Well, you can have same-sex relationships in the game. So Yasuke can be black and gay.
In Japan.
Black and gay in feudal Japan. That's the name of a film right there. Black and Gay in Feudal Japan. Who's gonna make it's a comedy?
Yeah, it's gotta be a comedy. I was just
Adam
about to say.
Sandler. I don't know.
Oh man.
Carl
That's
Hauser. Yeah, I know. It's fucking insane, this stuff. People are mad. People are mad that you took the piss out of guy fucking bugs. Oh, well.
It's like, what? Okay.
Okay.
Like, one guy was like, man, he'd be the one hater I couldn't. He wanted me to debate him. I was like, I'm not debating anybody on that fucking subject.
You're retarded.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just dragging me to your level of retardation
you're
and
dragging
beating me with
down in the mud.
retardation.
I'm not debating shit. Why
would I give you a platform, you fucking retard?
I'm not debating that shit, man. The fuck?
We got shit to do that doesn't involve fucking bugs.
Yeah, exactly.
We got videos to make. We got streams to do. We got lives that involve opening the front door and walking outside of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Debate me, bro. Debate me. How about no? How about enjoy your bug fucking? And go back to your furry porn or whatever. Carl Hauser, the 2 Canadians, says, "Hey, Laz and Eric, love you guys." Same to you, Carl Hauser. Good to see you, bud. Normal Man with a 5 Canadian. They only moved the Assassin's Creed release date to February so they could set up the media spin on why Shadows failed. It's in Black History Month after all. It's. I don't think it's going to do them any good. I don't think it's going to do them any good. And these narratives now, people don't give a shit because they're literally preaching to themselves. They're telling the people who will write the articles, calling us all poopy pants, that we're all poopy pants because we didn't buy the game because it had a black person in it. And then somebody go, well, what about this game which has a black person in it that they all bought because it was a good game? And then they'll go, shut up, racist, bigot, homophobe, white supreme, even though you're not even white, blah, blah, blah. It's nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Jonas J. Campbell with a $2 says $231 million or $172 million. I take it that's the Acolyte.
Yeah.
Way too many $1 million.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's
$150 million too much.
Too many.
Or $200 million too much. Betting King of Brohand with a membership for a month says, what the fuck? How did all of it go to Leslie's girlfriend? I don't know. Audit that shit, yo. Boobies. Red Dead Sites 56 with $5 says the Acolyte makes my ass chapped just a little bit. Hail Beast with it, Ripper. Hail Beast with it, Ripper. And fuck around and find out as. Please keep up the good fight. Yes, sir. Particularly against people who want to fuck bugs. Polysemia with a £2 says opinions on Doom plus Doom 2 re-release.
This is my first time I've heard of that, so my bad if I'm out the loop on that.
Yeah, I can't read comments. I am actually dyslexic and I'm guessing what the words mean. I haven't heard anything about Doom plus Doom 2 re-release. I don't know if you're talking about the the pixel ones, you know what I mean? Or you're talking about the recent ones being re-released. I don't know. I mean that what was it? Warhammer bolt gun. That's great. That is Doom shooter. Oh man, that was so much fun to play. I was loving me that. John Goats with a $2 says reject Concord, embrace Astrobot. Is Astrobot PS5 only?
I don't know.
Because I looked on Steam and it wasn't on Steam, so I'm like, where can I play this? Yeah, PS5 only. Okay. Star Trekker 58 with a 5 Australian says, just woke up, starting from beginning, Sweet Baby Inc., or as I like to call it, Sweet Baby Bullshit Artists. Imagine being paid for being what you pretend to fix. Dude, it's a grift.
By technical definition, that's for sure.
And that's the nicest word that you can use. That's the nicest word. There's other words that you can use as well. Well-read comics with a $10 says, how much longer can AAA hold out with this much waste and losses? My guess is not long. Seen new Rocksteady Batman?
I've seen the rumors about
that
they may be developing another one.
Who put extortion? I couldn't possibly say that. Come on. Hey, remember how Sweet Baby Inc. were involved in Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League? How did that work out for him?
Not well.
No, that's a terrible shame. Shindo Versus with a $5 says, hail Eric and Az. Eric July. I offer my ESG service, 2 million, and I give you Isom the Killmonger haircut.
Oh, I'm good on that.
Come on, dude. It's bargain. Hot Dives for the $5 is just doing my part to end the AIDS stigma. Oh! That's enough, Elton. Stop it, Brett. Shout out.
Shout out, though. Tim Sheridan, man. We got you. And we did get you, man. We did not forget about you. Hot Dice made sure to remind us.
I'm going to sneeze.
We're good. We got you. We got you covered. We got your shout outs. Much love to Tim Sheridan.
We have been so busy being racist today that we almost forgot to shout out Tim Sheridan, Elton John.
Yeah.
But thankfully, you managed to catch us mid racism to do that. Tim, always welcome on the show.
Yeah, hit us up.
Always welcome on the show. Let's talk about books that didn't sell. Crimson Cyborg with a $2 says, Uso 2014, So Close Now theme slaps to this day. Okay. People getting in on the WWE theme vibe.
Yeah.
Garfield's Bizarre Adventure with a $2 says, how much did Jeremy pay to look good in this pic?
Oh, I guess he's talking about the the Space Con profile that Igor did on of Jeremy.
Oh,
I guess they said he doesn't look fucked up enough. So
I don't know any of these fucking memes, dude. None. Kalioth with a $10 says, congrats on the new Transformers store opening in London. I'm sure products like Transformers Uno will keep your interest in new products from Hasbro going. If Japan sues Ubisoft, do they cancel the game? I don't think they can sue them, but they can. I don't think that Assassin's Creed Shadows. God, that name is never going to make me cringe, dude. It's. Oh my God, white progressives. Just stop it, please. I don't think it's going to sell particularly well in Japan. Just saying. Sheepsidian with a membership for 10 says SpaceCon promotion. See you there, Az. Look, dude, I'm in the process of trying to sort my passport out. I don't even have a passport. So I couldn't. I'm trying to see if I can get to MegaCon this year, but it might actually be Las Vegas. So we'll see. Joker's Disciple with a $2 says, as Mind Trick Eric into live streaming Resident Evil 2 or 4. Oh, dude, hey, Joker's Disciple, I'm with you on this one, dude. I'd fucking pay to watch you play Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4 remakes. Fuck yeah.
Maybe, man. We'll see.
What, dude? No. Let's go back to this. That's not. No. That's you just flicking my bean. No. What? Why? What is the story?
No, it's not necessarily a story. It's just like You know, I don't play a lot. Yes, everybody knows Resident Evil is my favorite gaming franchise. I don't play a lot of remakes. I have not played a lot of remakes. But yeah, people are trying to, I guess, coerce me into playing the remakes on stream, right?
Yeah. No, on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, so on stream, not on the side or anything. And I'm just like, I don't know.
Why? Why don't you know?
Well, it's just like, again, it's a remake, right? And
Yes.
I've historically, I've been like, I'm not anti-remake. I'm just like, they're not my thing, right? I was just like, I don't really gravitate towards replaying a game that's remastered or remade, even for that matter. So I'm like, I don't know, right? I love both of the games, obviously, 4 especially, and I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about streaming a remake.
Resident Evil, one of my favorite franchises of all time.
Yeah,
top 3, no question, top 3. The remakes, particularly 2 and 4, they're fantastic. 3, too short. Kind of cashed in on the remake thing, but my God, they made up for it with 4. The remakes are excellent.
Okay,
that's my personal opinion. David Tucker with a $20 says, "Hey, Laz and Ripper, Eric, you and the Ripperverse inspired me to get my ass moving with my film career, and now my first short film premieres at a local festival tonight."
Oh, well, shut up.
Nice. I rest easy knowing it'll be better than the Acolyte. David, I haven't even seen what you've made. I have no idea what it is, the genre, the length, the acting, the directing, the lighting, the editing, I already know that it's better than the Acolyte. I already know it's better.
Hey, man, good luck on that, man. Real talk.
Yeah, serious. Yeah. You got a Soskas in the chat there. Yeah, shout out filmmaker. Well done. Yeah. And Joker's Disciple with a $5 says, "Don't care a single bit if people say me thinking Melania and Lady D are hot is weird, but getting your fudge packed by a damn bug is a bridge too far."
They have humanoid. They're humanoid looking characters,
yes,
right? So they have humanoid features, obviously, especially the fucking Melina Lady Death. Obviously, what Johnny was fucking, right? Is if you go look it up, you can look it up.
It was a crustacean.
It was fucked, dude. It was fucked. It had no semblance of any sort. It was bestiality, essentially, because it had no semblance of any sort of human features by any means. It was a fucking. It had multiple arms, had horns sticking out. If you look up hallucinogenic, that's essentially what it was, and it was fucked. Let me hold on. I'm gonna just so I know again we the show is extending, but there was a picture that we didn't share, and I'm gonna put it in the private chat so people can see it, because I want people to know how bad it fucking is. That we didn't share, that was directly from the comic. Okay, now I want you guys to look at this shit and tell me it's an animal, a bug. What the fuck is this, man? And no, we're not gonna play this. Oh, this is what people want to do. No, you're fucking weird, man.
Okay, I'm gonna show this.
You're fucking weird. I don't care how many other people did it or other people that are into that shit. You were fucking weird, bro. What the fuck is this?
Right. Okay. Look, if you're attracted to whatever Johnny's holding,
what the fuck?
I don't want you to come anywhere near me, my family, my country, my planet, my solar system, my galaxy, my universe. I don't want you anywhere for that. That is some fucking degenerate shit. Okay? And if you're mad about that,
people are irate right now on Twitter at me and ass for calling this shit fucking weird. Porn stash Johnny, for whatever reason, is fucking whatever the fuck this is. What is it? It's again, look it up.
I have a question for that. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you got problems, bro. If you're into this shit, you got problems.
Leave the house. Leave the house. Go outside. Get the fresh air.
This isn't some alien with green skin and horns and shit, but they still got fucking humanoid features. This is a fucking bug.
This isn't even a succubus, big old titty bags, sexy lady hoof feet. It's not even anything like that. It's a fucking insect with orange spikes, a bunch of arms, which I don't even know what they are or what they do.
Oh, I don't want to know. I don't fucking want to know what the fuck.
None of them are going anywhere near any of my orifices.
Fuck, dude.
No, thank you. If you're mad at us for that, thank you for absolutely separating us from you. Thank you. I am actually very grateful that you've done that. Very grateful. I've heard of eating the bugs. What about eating out the bugs?
Fuck. So bad, dude. It's fucked. That is so fucked.
That is not good. Eric, anything you'd like to plug before we go, sir?
Just Horseman, man. We're closing out 10,000 books sold, almost 600,000 in total sales. Been a crazy, crazy good collection, man. I'm really excited for that. But also, we do have the ISOM #1 signature series collection that's still live as well, so you can grab that. There's some items there. We're not done this year, man. Obviously, you got Bloat Ruth on the way, but we got some other cool things, man. I'm sitting on a fucking bombshell that I'm waiting for, just waiting for the proper time. So we're gonna have some cool things being dropped.
Step back. Step back. Just a little step, half a step back. Sorry, come again.
Just cooking, man. Just got some stuff cooking. That's what I can say.
Okay.
Man, just got some stuff cooking.
Okay. Horseman is pinned on the top of the comment section, been pinned the whole stream. So if you want to go straight to the Horseman, that will take you straight to the campaign. Robert McDonald with a 20. Last time I saw a Concorde crash and burn that bad. Oh, I know exactly where it's going to go with this.
Jesus, man. Jesus.
It was the Air France flight 4590 in the year 2000. And there's no way an arena shooter cost 4 times the development cost of Skyrim. Dude, that cost more than a fucking Concorde. An actual Concorde.
That's
massive thank you.
Crazy. Shout out, though.
Shout out. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. UK time. I'll be streaming with Robert Meyer Burnett. We are going to be discussing Space 1999, the series from 1974. We're going to be getting our geek on and nerding out about that. And maybe afterwards we'll get some video game stream. There's a few things on the go. I've got on the go. So what? I don't know, but maybe we'll do some video gaming after that. So there you go. Also, got a brand new video out now. If you haven't already seen it, it's about the fall of Ubisoft burning. So go check that out. You'll get some funky information in there that we might not have even covered in this stream today. Massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Mods, thank you very much indeed for giving up your free time. Everybody who super chatted, membered, remembered, gifted memberships, thank you for supporting the channel. We will be back next week over on Eric's channel. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Blue Bull.